Jennie's song Mantra banned. IVE Wonyoung's voice being used for AI should be banned. ARTMS Choerry trying to overthrow the French government. The Jessi situation and so much more in today's episode of Totally Legit K-pop News with me, Angelina. I know I have been gone for a little while. It wasn't even like a vacation or anything, or like I'm gonna take a couple days off. I fully like woke up those days wanting to make a video. There just wasn't enough news. And I know you're gonna say, well, what about this? What about that? I know. To me, it just wasn't enough to make like a full video. Even today, I'm like, oh my god, is this even enough to make a full video? But we're gonna push through. We're gonna push through because I can't miss 3 videos. That is too much. I'm like a baby with no object permanence, and if I miss another day, this wouldn't exist to me anymore. Like K-pop would cease to exist. I'd have to find a new career. But before we get into it, don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. Jennie's Mantra is the newest song to be banned by KBS. The reason being that the lyrics violate Article 46 pertaining to advertising. So specifically mentioning brand names. I'm sure you guys have heard of this before. If you haven't, you can't mention brand names on some music shows. So here are the lyrics in question. Pretty girls packed in a Defender. So apparently that is a car name by Land Rover. And then, cause we had to do an In-N-Out drive-by, which of course is a fast food chain. So it's a double whammy here. I mean, can we say... I'm surprised there wasn't more mentions of brand names. Now, before anyone panics, this isn't anything new. This isn't even anything new for Jennie herself, as her group Blackpink have suffered similar things in the past. Songs are often banned for mentioning brand names, but they can still perform those songs if they change the lyrics to the song. And actually, it's not just if they mention brand names. Sometimes if the songs are too suggestive or, music videos can get banned too for showing things that the broadcasting company deems inappropriate. There's so many reasons why something can get banned, but it's fixable. It's like going on the radio and hearing a censored version of a song. If you want your song to be promoted, you just need to fix these things. And we've seen so many groups change the lyrics to their songs before. I've mentioned this time and time again. For Two Baddies, One Porsche, Porsche being a brand name, they changed it to Two Baddies, One Squad. For NMIX's Oh, they changed it from Popcorn and Zero Coke to Popcorn and Zero Cup. EXO's Lotto had to be changed to Louder in some stages. Like, think of a brand name and then go to a music show performance of that song and see what has been changed to. XG's Left Right, just like my Pirellis spinning on the ground. Again, brand name for a tire. It was changed to just like my Four Wheelies spinning on the ground. Jessie's Gucci literally being a brand name. I don't know how she was able to promote that song, but they just changed the writing of it in Korean. So it was no longer Gucci, but it was still Gucci anyways. This is also why you'll see during music show performances tape on brand names. When I used to roast outfits, we talked about the use of tape so much. I actually have a folder. I made a folder because I was like, what if this will come into use one day? Here we are. Oh, these are old. These are my old ass examples. Here's an ITZY stage. We see D squared. There's just tape through it. I mean, I would say 99% of the time you can still tell what the brand is, but it's just to say that there's tape through it, that they're not promoting that brand. This one is super subtle. I'm sure you can't even tell where it is. It's right here, the Adidas. The tiniest pieces of tape. Here again, you probably can't tell where the tape is. Zoom in. The tiniest piece of tape over Adidas. Oh, this is maybe better quality. And even up here as well. What does it say up there though? I don't know. This turned into a game. Can you spot the tape? Right here, there's a heart sticker over the bat in Balenciaga. Oh my god, this is old too, Off-White. We can literally see the brand names through the tape. But as far as I understand, it's like, unless you're getting paid by a company to promote a specific product, you can't promote a product for fun, if that makes sense. So like if you're wearing a brand name, you need to put the tape. And even if you can tell what is not, the point isn't to not be able to tell what the brand is, but by putting a piece of tape, you're not putting your, how do you explain that? Like, you're clearly not advertising the brand if you're putting a piece of tape, but even if you could tell what the brand is, it doesn't matter as long as people know that you're not advertising that brand. That's what I understand. Here, can you spot the tape? Her pant leg, you can see a piece of tape, Off-White. Ooh, this one, can you spot the tape? Right up here. It's off-white again. Here, I think it's pretty obvious. This is an interesting use of tape, just like a long piece of tape across her chest. And that's it for my tape examples. Oftentimes, idols will have to cover their tattoos on music shows. We've talked about this before as well. Usually it's just straight up tape on their body. Sometimes, if you're lucky, they'll cover it with makeup. That's not quite standard though. Recently, Mano from Cat's Eye noticed she had a piece of tape on her tattoo. While the group was promoting in Korea, Hyodin quite famously used to cover her tattoos with diamonds. It was really cute and original. But some idols just get away with it. Like their tattoos are just fully on display and it doesn't matter. Oh my god, what does Jay Park do? I know Jay Park did some. Jay Park, I'm sure. Music show. I could have sworn Jay Park just had a bunch of tape all over his sleeve. Oh, is this the one? You can kind of see it in the corner. He just has so much tape covering all his tattoos here. But yeah, let me know what you think of this. This has been an issue in K-pop for as long as I can remember. I remember, Hyuna's music video getting banned, or no, her choreography getting banned for Bubble Pop because it was too explicit, or it was too suggestive rather. And I remember K-pop fans getting so mad back then too. Like, you're either faced with changing what they want you to change so then you can continue performing your song, or not changing it, and that kind of sends a message in and of itself as well, right? Because Jeddle's wife also got banned recently for explicit themes, if I remember correctly. But I believe they opted to just not perform the song. So I feel that also sends a message in and of itself. Some idols or some companies just straight up don't care. I feel like YG Entertainment historically just doesn't care. Originally, I wanted to look at banned music videos, but we already went off on such a tangent. If we have time at the end of this video, we'll check that out. Anyways. IVE Wonyoung's voice is being used for AI, and some fans aren't too happy about that. So it seems that Kakao is launching an AI assistant called Kanana. Today is Kakao launching their AI mates called Kanana. They're using Young's voice for demonstration. It was presented as an example of combining AI technology and content intellectual property. So they're using her voice as an example. I was under the impression she was gonna be an AI assistant. So let's listen. Lucky Vicky. So of course, when it comes to AI, there's a lot of divisive opinions regarding it. Last time, actually, when we talked about AI, I went down a little rabbit hole where I discovered a site using my short about AI to talk about AI using AI. It was a whole thing. But let's read some of the responses from fans. This is disgusting and a violation of Wonyoung's autonomy. There is no pure use for this to exist. It will lead to theft of her voice or to exploit her. This could go wrong in so many ways. Brother, ew. I didn't do it right. I don't care. Do not allow this. I thought we went over how harmful generative AI is to the security of our idols and South Korean women in general. This is a terrible idea. Get rid of it. So we've talked in the past about deepfakes, how, the use of AI is really affecting Korean women recently. Not just Korean women, obviously, but it's been a huge issue specifically in South Korea, affecting school-aged girls, really disgusting things, super exploitative. Korean women getting sexually exploited from AI-generated deep fakes, wondering herself being massively targeted, and Kakao jumps in and hands them the keys to generating her voice over those videos now too. F y'all, OMG. That was another thing as well that I forgot to mention. The deepfake issue is also affecting so many idols. F Kakao, F this AI tech, F Starship. If they agreed to this, F everybody involved in this after everything that was exposed surrounding AI in South Korea. Don't effing release this. Kakao, however, presented their AI technology as a way to leverage relationships and connections, which they consider their core strength. Personal connections with... It sounds a little counterintuitive to me personally. I know the last time I talked about AI, I didn't personally get slammed, but the idea that people were upset that these idols themselves, not themselves, but that their teasers could potentially have been using AI. I know so many fans in the comments were like, I don't care. What's the issue? I don't see the issue in this. And in the video, in the shorts that I posted, I even showed me finding myself being used for AI. I have to admit, it's scary. And then the deeper you go into it and realizing that there's literally nothing you can do about it. Companies, they're going to be safe eventually. They're going to find a way to copyright claim their idols' images, their idols' voices, so that if anyone uses that content, it'll be copyright claimed. They'll still make money off of it. But what about us average Joes here? I can't copyright claim my own image or my own voice, and then anyone can just use that for whatever the hell they want. That's just my prediction, because there's no way companies are just going to let AI covers slide. They're going to find a way to copyright claim a voice, so that if you use that voice for another song that's not your song, the company song, that they can still get money out of that. That's my prediction. This is so effed. Why is Kakao acting like idols are completely okay with this? Literally out of their minds and just not seeing idols as human beings with rights. And to be fair, there are a lot of people who think we need to grow with AI. We need to just accept that this is part of the future. Like, there's literally nothing, like I mentioned, nothing we can do to stop it. Of course, there are some idols who are okay with it and want to take advantage of it. But yeah, a lot of the people in the comments are like, this could go so wrong in so many ways. This comment made me laugh so much. Why is this happening? Do something, you useless bitch. Because if they're using Wonyoung's voice, they're literally mentioning something about intellectual property, right? Example of combining AI technology and content intellectual property. I have no doubt they'll be able to make money off of Wonyoung's voice. Do you know what I mean? Like I mentioned, companies, big companies are going to be safe. When I say they're going to be safe, I don't mean literally safe from being exploited by AI. I just mean companies are going to find a way to have ownership over an idol's image and voice. Let me explain it in this way. If I use an IVE song in this video right now, it's going to get copyright claimed by Starship Entertainment, right? Because they own IVE's music. So if I use IVE's music, they can claim my video and then they make money off of my video. Just like if anyone uses IVE's music anywhere, Starship's gonna get the revenue from that. If you make a cover of an IVE song, Starship can get some of the revenue from that, as far as I know. Because you can make covers, but covers aren't 100% safe from being copyright claimed, because you're probably very likely using the instrumental that they created. You're literally singing their song. So there's a whole thing for that as well. But if you take IVE's members' voices and put it in another song, Starship's not going to see the profit from that, right? Because if you're using somebody else's instrumental, let's say you use a Blackpink instrumental, I believe, and I could be wrong, I mean, YG's not going to let that slide. They're going to claim that instrumental part. But as far as I know, Starship can't claim those vocals because they were AI generated and they don't exist within their intellectual property rights. But I feel like they're working on it. That's what I meant to say. Does it make any sense? Let me know in the comments. But with all that said, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let's talk about Jessi. So there was a situation involving Jessi that happened recently where one of her fans was assaulted in front of her. So let's take a little bit of a look into this. So this happened on September 29th, actually, but we're still seeing the fallout from the situation. So basically a fan approached Jessi and asked her to take a picture and she declined. CCTV shows a man in Jessi's group stopping the fan and reportedly swearing at him in English. Jessi reportedly told the fan she could not take a photo and apologized. The fan also apologized and attempted to leave when another man punched him and kicked him. So there's CCTV footage of this. I'm not going to show it. But we do see Jessi kind of trying to pull that man away from the fan that approached her. While the fan was getting the police involved, Jessi's group reportedly left the scene. The police and the fan eventually found the group, who claimed they did not know who the fan was, with Jessi's lawyer saying Jessi had absolutely nothing to do with this assault incident. Jessi and her agency do not know the male perpetrator at all, and he was someone they met for the first time that day. So there's a lot of conversation about whether or not she knew the man who assaulted that fan. So from there, we saw Jessi addressing the situation personally. Oh, this has been removed off Instagram. So she has a new post up as of 59 minutes ago. We're going to read that later, but her initial statement, she of course starts off by apologizing to everyone who may have been disturbed by the reports regarding the recent assault incident involving me. She explains the situation. She was attending a gathering with personal acquaintances and a fan came up to her asking her for a picture. Since it was late at night, I politely declined twice, and in that moment an incident occurred where the fan was suddenly assaulted by someone I met for the first time that day. The situation escalated so quickly that I was also caught off guard and unable to properly handle the situation or look after the fan with care. I deeply regret that my fan had to suffer harm in such an unjust manner, and I feel a great sense of responsibility for my failure to intervene properly. After the incident, both my agency and I have been in contact with the victim's family and are working hard to help the victim find and bring the perpetrator to justice so they can receive an apology and compensation, and so the perpetrator is held accountable and properly punished. She then finishes off by asking people to refrain from spreading misinformation, unverified claims, speculation, and so on. But this didn't stop her from facing a lot of backlash. The man who assaulted is the main problem, but Jessi just left after seeing her own fan getting assaulted right in front of her. But it didn't end there, because it seems that the fan and their mother appeared on JTBC's Crime Thief, with the mother saying, "I saw her apology, but she only seemed to be making excuses. It doesn't make sense that the person who suddenly assaulted him was someone she saw the first time that day. My child says that the person Jessi claimed was not her acquaintance was with her." And the fan saying, "It doesn't seem like she's reflecting at all, and using the term moral responsibility doesn't make it look genuine." So of course this followed by even more backlash, with people asking her to leave the country. So it seems that Jessi and the people with her on that night have been sued by the victim for assault and other charges and are currently under investigation. And then the Gangnam police station in Seoul summoned Jessi for questioning as a suspect on October 16th. And then on October 18th, it seems DOD released a statement announcing the termination of their exclusive contract with Jessi. After extensive discussions about her future activities, we have decided to terminate our exclusive contract with Jessi as of October 18th, 2024, at her request and after careful consideration. Although it was a short period, we are grateful to Jessi for her time with us and sincerely wish her all the best in her future endeavors. But this sparked a lot of discussion about her potentially losing her whole career over this. There's a lot of people who think that she did nothing wrong. Like, another man decided to hit somebody else. She shouldn't be blamed for that. A lot of people criticizing K netizens. And then Jessi even posted to her story a comment that she received. I'm not gonna read it, but like basically telling her it'd be good if she unalived herself, and she just wrote, "Please stop." And then about an hour ago, she posted this to her Instagram as well. I found this translation, so let's read it. "First of all, I would like to express my apology to the victim and his family who suffered damages due to this incident. Even though the incident wasn't caused by me, I have hurt many people, including the victim. With my wrong actions, attitude, and lack of response from the time the incident occurred until now, I have made them feel betrayed and angry. I regret it 1,000 of times, 10,000 of times. I wish I could go back to that time. If I had taken a picture with the victim, if I had been more proactive protecting the victim, if I had gone to the police station right away, if I had made a proper apology, the victim would not have suffered like this. All of this is my responsibility. I know I can't be forgiven with just one word. However, I'll try to correct my mistakes and help the victim recover. It's too late, but I apologize again. I did wrong, Jessi." So of course, with all that said, let me know your thoughts about the situation in the comments. So it seems some fans are asking ARTMS Choerry to shout "Macron démission." So she essentially ended up unknowingly shouting for the president of France to quit. Oh my god, the way they're just dancing to it. Wait, what? It sounded like she said Macron démission. So this is for French President Emmanuel Macron. So some fans think it's super funny, while others think it's a bit problematic to have idols unknowingly shout political things. Please don't trick the girls into doing this. Yes, this is funny, but in Korea, even wearing the color of a political party can get idols into a lot of shit, so maybe let's not do this. To be fair, it literally sounds like she's saying Macron démission. Maybe she's actually mistakenly endorsing the French president, new leader of the French Revolution. Why would y'all do this? But let me know what you think about that. Let's move on to a comment response because, okay, someone keeps saying that I look like Sonu from ENHYPEN. Let me... What? This is a setup. This is a setup. He's really good looking, but... So, yeah. Sonu of ENHYPEN. Thanks for setting me up, though. In terms of things I've been loving recently, I've been really liking... I got distracted. I canceled Spotify and now I have YouTube Music. So I've been really loving APT. Gorgeous song. It's like, oh, it just gets like deeper and deeper the more you listen to it. And that pre-chorus is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. So I've been really liking that song. Yeah, that's it for song. Oh, actually, I've been streaming the Lisa Rockstar Victoria's Secret remix. I love it. I'm streaming it on TikTok and Twitter. We need an official version. This is a super popular opinion. Lisa needs to upload the Victoria's Secret remix of Rockstar. I love it. I've been watching a lot of movies recently, so I saw The Substance with Demi Moore. I know like the message of the movie is one thing, but like all I could think about was how gorgeous Demi Moore is and how I wanted her hairline and hair. Like I want that so bad. Like that's my goal, but I'm balding, so what can we do? Very interesting movie. I also saw The Platform 2. I really enjoyed The Platform 1. Like enjoy. How do you enjoy certain movies? It was a very interesting watch. The Platform 2 was also interesting. It's kind of like Smile 2. I also saw Smile 2. It's like the same exact thing that happened in the first movie, but just a little bit different. But I didn't hate those watches. Naomi Scott is such an amazing actress. She was so good in Smile 2. What else? I rewatched the entire 3 first seasons of Umbrella Academy. God, it was so good. Like, well, the first 2 seasons were really, really good. And then, yeah. I think that's about it for today, honestly. I think we're going to end it here for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. These are the lovely individuals who help support this channel on a monthly basis. It means the world to me. As for me, I'm going to get going, so I'll see you guys next time. Oh, actually, I uploaded a reaction to APT. Cherish My Love by Eyelet, Gold by Itzy, Whiplash by Espa for channel members and patrons. But as for me, I'm going to get going, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Bye.